On the phone, the brand new leader of the hymn sing at Bethany Christian Assembly, happening this weekend. We'll get more details about that in a moment, but let's get to know Brian Welk. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Mark. Thank you for having me on.
We've got you on.
Appreciate it.
You're taking the baton from Terry Aller, but you and Terry are both your full-time jobs are in the construction business, and I've got you on the phone somewhere out in the boondocks, you said. Where are you right now?
Yes, I'm out towards Lake Rossiger in Snohomish County.
Okay, so way out there building something, but building the kingdom with these hymn sings. And Brian, you're also the leader of Evergreen 3, which is a great Southern gospel trio. Tell us a little bit about your heart for the hymn sing. Even though Terry's been leading it, you've also been quite involved there. Are you actually on part-time staff then with Bethany Christian Assembly as well?
I am actually not on staff. I'm actually taking over Terry's position there as well, just in the interim for our traditions worship on Sunday mornings.
Okay.
We do all the old hymns and stuff on Sunday mornings. So Terry and I have shared that load for the past 10 years or better.
Oh.
And he does a couple Sundays, I do a couple Sundays, and we trade back and forth. But, we have been involved with that for quite a few years. I've been involved with the hymn sing ever since Terry started it. When I had my quartet, Evergreen State Quartet, we would sing at those hymn sings as well. So.
Well, keeping hymns alive is a real heart of yours there. It sounds like both you and Terry and also that church. Why do you think hymns continue to be so popular with people?
I think that, a lot of people say, they're old songs. I don't call them old songs. I call them timeless songs.
Mm.
The theology, the way they've been written. In fact, at this upcoming hymn sing, we will be doing a segment where we do a history on one of the old hymns that we'll be singing.
Oh.
And so myself and Mark Ellis, who plays piano for us, we both have a heart for, wanting to know where these hymns have originated from. And so many of them all come out of experiences, life experiences that people have gone through, they've walked through, and it's their testimony of how the Lord has taken them through very adverse situations and brought them through on the victorious side of it.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to this hymn sing. Now you've moved it. It was on Sundays for a long time, and you're now moving it to Saturdays. What was the thinking behind moving it to Saturdays at 2?
We moved it to Saturdays because at BCA we have an ongoing Spanish-speaking church that meets in our facility on Sunday afternoons, and their church is growing, and it has created a little more of a tight schedule there, trying to get things moved around and be able to be set up for a hymn sing on a Sunday. And so we have actually been doing another hymn sing, Evergreen 3, down in Renton at New Life, and we've been doing that one on a Saturday, and it's very well attended. The nice thing about it is this demographic of people tends to be into the older generation, and it's nice for them to be able to come in the daylight and leave in the daylight. A lot of them would not come on a Sunday night because they don't want to drive in the dark.
Okay.
And so that's kind of the background behind that. So.
Well, that makes sense. Okay, we're going to try it. First one at Bethany Assembly at 2 p.m. this Saturday. Details at KCISradio.com. We're going to hear one of the songs that you've done with your trio, Evergreen 3, and it's a classic, I Bowed on My Knees and Cried Holy. Set this song up for us, Brian.
This is, I think, probably my favorite song. The artist is unknown. Unfortunately, we don't know who penned this. But from the first time that I heard this song, it just resonated with me because it just talks about the fact that someday we're going to be face to face with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and all we'll be able to do is bow on our knees and cry holy.
That's, of course, I Bowed on My Knees and Cried Holy by local artists Evergreen 3, and we have Brian Welk, the leader of that singing trio, and also now the leader of the Bethany Christian Assembly Hymn Sing. He's actually been involved with it for many years, but he's taken the reins from Terry Aller, and the first one with Brian at the helm is going to be this Saturday at 2 p.m., Bethany Christian Assembly in Everett. And these hymn sings are for everybody, right, Brian?
They are. They're for everybody. That's what we're trying to do, is reach the community. And we have people that come as far as from Renton, Auburn, Puyallup, north up towards Bellingham. They make the trip down because there's just nothing available like this anymore. And people love these old hymns.
Okay, looking forward to it. Evergreen 3 will be a part of this hymn sing. And one other, who is the other artist who's going to be at it, you said?
Doug Tutmark. Doug plays lead guitar in the band with Mark and Norm Salveson, our bass player. Doug's dad was a longtime minister of music, Bud Tutmark. Some of the people may remember him.
Mm-hmm.
Played the Hawaiian steel guitar. Led numerous choirs around our area, and so Doug also plays guitar, and he's going to be singing some songs off of his new album called City of Gold.
Okay, looking forward to it. Again, make a note of it. It's Saturdays now, the Bethany Christian Assembly Hymn Sing. Saturdays starting at 2, and then a dessert social following, and not cookies this time, but I guess a bunch of pies.
Yes, pies.
We will leave happy and blessed at the Bethany Christian Assembly again. Be sure and stop by the KCIS booth this Saturday. And more details again at kcisradio.com. Thank you, Brian Welk.
Well, thank you, Mark, for having me on. I appreciate it, and we're looking forward to it.